It's Severe Weather Awareness Week, Ryan.
It is, Matt, and we're going to kind of pick up where we left off yesterday. Again, we defined what a severe thunderstorm is: quarter-size hail or winds 58 miles per hour or higher. And a lot of times we talk, and you'll hear some of these terms, especially during our extended severe weather coverage. We kind of talked about the difference of when we have to break in versus when we may not. And one of those criteria or concerns, we're talking about downbursts, winds up to 100 miles per hour, and that's a lot of times a big concern, not only to airports, but localized damage. Sometimes we're talking about microburst here, where you get those winds that rush down out of the storm and cause a lot of damage. And a lot of times it can be very similar to what a tornado would cause. Obviously, we're very, very familiar with large hail, baseball to softball size hail. We've seen that here in the metro several times over the years. And way back, I know when I was growing up, Coffeyville, Kansas held the record for the largest hailstone. And then it was actually Aurora, Nebraska for a time. And then more recently, Vivian, South Dakota, 8 inches in diameter. So talking about quarter-size hail, 1 inch in diameter, multiply that times 8, and you can imagine, yeah, that's the world record hailstone right there. Obviously, lightning also a concern, and every thunderstorm contains lightning, thus the difference between a shower and thunderstorm with the thunder and lightning there. Also, some other terminology you might hear. We talk about updrafts, those winds going up into the cloud that really helps to destabilize, and again, that could help to produce hail. Sometimes they're upwards of 100 miles per hour, and when you get those, that's where you get your baseball to a softball size hail. And then obviously downdrafts again, that's where you get those 100 mile per hour winds potentially coming out of the cloud that cause a lot of damage and obviously big concerns to airports and air travel, that's for sure. One other thing we look at with severe thunderstorms, again, shear, kind of the winds changing directions. You go from ground up into the cloud. We call it wind shear. It's not only something we look for in hail, but also a telltale sign of when you might get a tornado with that twisting motion in the atmosphere. So just